Thursday, December 30th, 2021. Of course, we have the best betting tools on the planet, 100% free at our website, pickdogs.com and sportschatplace.com. And, of course, we enjoy giving these to you 100% free. We know that other sites charge for a lot less than what we give you for free. The plan isn't to charge you guys. It's actually just to continue to build this out and give you guys more. We're excited about what we have here on our websites as far as betting tools go to be able to provide you with these 100% free of charge. And we're excited about building these out even further. And we are just getting started. I promise you that. Those of you that don't know me from the internet, I have built some of the largest sites on the internet when it comes to sports betting, 3 of the largest, in fact. And I believe that this will be the biggest and best thing that I ever do. And our betting tools are going to be about this big. Right now, we're at about right here. So this little corner, this is about how much we have on the site. This is how much the betting tools will be rolled out over the next few weeks. We have some really good ones that I saw in the queue last night, but these things take time. Tech, not as easy as it looks, but I think what we have so far, certainly something that, we are on track for, though. And, we're not in it for the next week or a year. We're in this for the long haul. And, that's the approach I've always taken. I think you look at what some of our competitors doing, and they're just trying to build something up so they can sell it off or something like that. And, most of them have sold it off. But me, I love what I'm doing too much to do that. So let's get rolling and look at some of these games. Of course, we have 2 websites that we own. Our company is that our company owns. This is our Pick Dogs channel, but we also own SportsChat Place, which is more of our web presence. Pick Dogs, of course, more of our community, which we love and you guys are all part of. But let's just look at today's action. I'm looking at the NBA today for today's show, and let's see what we can come up with. The first thing that I like to do is see if there's any kind of parlays that are available as far as NBA goes, and we'll go to our Pick Dog site first and do this. We have a new parlay builder that's coming out. It is spectacular, but this is just the first version of, it's something that we have to roll out onto the site. That's what we wanted to do. So without further ado, let's just take a look and see what we got. And here we are over at Pick Dogs, over on the betting tool site. In order to get here to this page, a lot of people ask this question. You go to pickdogs.com and you go to our main site, Pick Dogs, and from there, you click right here on the betting tools tab. It's right there. And then you land on this page, and it has our homepage of our betting tools over at Pick Dogs. Definitely not as robust as the Sports Chat ones, but I think they're a little bit easier for those people just getting acquainted with betting tools. So let's see if I can maybe get smaller here. This thing. There we go. Yeah, we don't. I think I take up too much room on this betting tool show, but here we go. All right. No one's ever accused me of taking up too much room, but maybe I'll accuse myself of it. But here we go. So here's some NBA just quick hitters. The Bucks are taking on the Magic. The Magic are the biggest dog on the board today. And then when we look at the streaks, the Brooklyn Nets have not covered the spread in their last 9 games as home favorites. So an ice-cold streak. You can identify the streaks if they're hot streaks or cold streaks based upon it's either a snowflake or a flame. In this case, you can see the snowflake there in the corner representing a cold streak on the Brooklyn Nets. 9 in a row they have not covered. And then here is just a generic parlay they come up with. The Atlanta Hawks were the biggest dog upset. This happened against the 76ers of the year. A $10 money line bet paid $54.90. So 5 times your money on that one. Then we have dog angles and dog props. We'll look at all of those things as well. But let's get to the the dog streaks and see if we see anything else there, kind of like that Brooklyn Nets there that we saw. And as we scroll up, there's plenty of NHL today as far as these dog streaks go. There's only 4 NBA games, but here we go. Philadelphia 76ers. Here's a hot streak. And they have covered 4 in a row as first quarter bets as underdogs. Meanwhile, the Washington Wizards, first half, have lost 4 in a row as favorites. So just some quick hit facts here for you. These will be line drops, dog drops. So these are dogs that where we're seeing extreme line moves going the other way. So the Brown game against Maryland in college hoops, 22.67% line drop in that game. So somebody is betting on Brown. East Tennessee State, 11.25%. This one is interesting, this Michigan UCF. I was talking to Ron Romanelli about this game this morning. College hoops, that Rutgers against Wake. We know why that is. Changed opponents, so it's late. And then you have plenty of other games on here. But these just show you, these isolate the underdog drops. That means that there's pressure on the underdog, betting pressure on them. But we'll go to the SportsChat Place site. And on the SportsChat Place site, it's definitely a more robust set of tools. And those of you joining us for the first time, we own 2 sites. One is called Pick Dogs, and the other is called SportsChat Place. SportsChat Place is more of our just straight betting site. Pick Dogs is where we have fun. It's kind of our community site. They're both good at what they do. I feel that our betting tools at SportsChat Place are the best on the planet. I feel our Pick Dogs betting tools are the second best on the planet. So that's just the way that I look at it. I just think that the Sports Chat tools are maybe a little bit more advanced. Yeah, we're going to have everything. As far as player props go, yeah, they're, like I said, so, and this is the truth, and you guys can see it if you've been following along with the betting tools. This is what the betting tools will look like when we're done. This is where we are right now. So there's going to be all sorts of options. The first thing that we're working on right now, I can tell you guys, what you'll see in the next rollout. So the thing that you'll see in the next rollout is in the betting tools, when you look at the profitable teams. So right now, it's only showing you money line. But what we're also changing this is against the spread and totals. So like if you look at NBA most profitable teams, it's only going to show you the money line based on a $10 bet. But the next set of tools will have everything. And then you can look at it however the last 90 days, which would cover this year. If that makes sense. And we also have a few other things that are pretty exciting too. The other new feature that will be rolled out is in the Parlay, is in this one where you go to Best Parlay. So we already have the ability on this one where you can choose the sport. So you have the ability to choose your sport that you like on your parlay and what you don't want. So like, I don't bet tennis, so I wouldn't want these, right? And then I don't like hockey all that much, but, I could throw it in there on a day like today where we have a mixed bag. And, of course, it's not baseball season. NFL doesn't play until Sunday, so we don't want anything there. And so here we are. And here's our parlay, and these are all games today. And here's what it just comes up with. But what you'll be able to do is be able to sub some of these things out. Like, I don't like this one right here, this Robert Morris plus 600 against Oakland. It's a little aggressive for a parlay for me. I would like to be able to get that out. Thank you. We are just getting started. We are just getting started with our prop. I believe our prop tools are the best, and I appreciate that. I know the guys that do the hard work behind the scenes will appreciate that as well. But we have a bunch of new ones coming out and all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to write that down. Alternate points, rebounds, assist option. And I think on football, like receptions, yards, yard based, and also team props and turnover props. Team props and other props like that, completions. But the thing is that we have all of these props, right? We have all of these things, but they might not rate out, to fit the parameters that we're looking at. So I don't like that Robert Morris. The way that we'll be able to change this in the future is you'll just be able to take out this specific game. But in this case, we'll just take out the sport and see what happens. So instead of that, it adds the Vancouver Canucks, LA Kings. I like these. I can live with. But we have tons of props and tons of stuff going on. But in this, you'll be able, this is all I was showing is that this will be one of the enhancements that's coming out in the next week or so. Is that instead of just a parlay tool, it'll be a parlay builder. It's awesome. It's way better than anything I've ever seen. And you guys know I've been around the block, right? So it's like I'm floored. I don't brag about my wins. I don't brag about a lot of stuff. Some people think I do, but I just say it as fact. I don't mean to brag about it. But these betting tools, I'll brag all freaking day and night long about them because they are simply amazing. When we look at the players for the NBA today, we know that the COVID issues are certainly an issue, and our injury reports tell you when the injuries have been updated last. It's always down here, and these update regularly, just depending on the time of day, is how often it does. So, like obviously overnight, it's not going to update as much, but during the day, it updates all the time. So, anyways, we look at the player props for tonight, and I'm not seeing anything available. So there must be a glitch in this, or it's doing an update, but it will be available later. Well, that kind of threw me out there. Here are the top performers recently. Yesterday we gave out LeBron James. We got it from our prop tools, and as over 28.5 points. And that was a winner. We also gave out Zach LaVine over 21.5 points yesterday, and that was a winner as well from our prop tools. Looking for the card, but I always throw it after the show, right? This is today's. So put this here. Anybody have any question? Yeah, the tennis is super robust. Super robust. I don't know why the NBA player props isn't working. I'll have to ask. Because the NHL is up and fine. See? These are 80% the last 5 games. 80%. 60%. 40%. Point to score. See, I don't even follow NHL, so I don't even know who any of these people are. Yeah, I believe the tennis stuff is off the chain. My partners are pretty good, I will say. But yeah, I don't know what happened with those player props, but that's the beauty of being live. Anyone have any questions or any feedback on our betting tools? That would be super helpful as we continue to build out. We want to make it so no, it wouldn't matter if someone is ruled out. the props should they should actually just auto populate there. I'm sure it will be up in a little bit. But any questions, any comments, anything, just be sure to smash the thumbs up. Be sure to continue to check back our betting tools. I'll let you guys know when we do the next update. This show is definitely easier when we just pick a game and go over it, but a little tough today, I think, with today's card to do that. Can you show us how to read the line movements? Sure. So go back to the screen. So if we go here, you just go to tools. Odds movement is right up here in the corner. You just click on that. Yeah, I'm not here to do picks. I only give out picks on request to people that are supporter level and higher on our. Are you going to hire cappers from the other sites when you put them out of business? I don't know if we'll put people out of business. There's a lot of customers out there, a lot of people that bet on sports that don't know any better, right? So, but I'm not planning on it. I'm not planning on bringing people from other sites. Yeah, there's a big difference between the SportsChat and the Pick Dogs betting tools. The SportsChat betting tools are a lot more robust, while the Pick Dogs betting tools are a lot more, there's a lot less to it. The reason for that being is that SportsChat Place probably has 10 to 15 times the amount of visitors that Pick Dogs has. So here are the line moves. So the way to read the line moves is that is just basically saying it will tell you what time this happened and that the line starts to move. That's all it is that you can see it. And in this case, it moved through 0, where Utah Valley was favored by 1.5, and now they're 1 point underdogs. Same thing here. Austin P, 6.5 point favorites. Now they're just 5.5. So that would just say that, people are betting UT Martin. It should tell you the percentage is here. So an odds movement, SportsChat. Doesn't show percentage. On Pick Dogs, it does. Here's the UCF Knights. It's a drop. Chattanooga. I think on Pick Dogs, on the dog drops, see here, it tells you the percentage. So this line the money line on this game has dropped. And this is money line, and here's spread on. Maybe it does that on this one. Oh, here it is. So it does do it here. It just does it on the money line. No, I do. Anyways, you can see it here on the money line. It tells you what percent the line has moved. So this line has moved 10%. This line has moved 14%, 8.7%. And that's by clicking the money line. Here's the totals on the games as well. Same thing. This is all 100% free at Pick Dogs and at SportsChat Place. You just click on the betting tools site, betting tools tab on the main site. I can't get back to the home here, but. So this way you can track. You always hear Brian talk about the sharp money. Well, here's where you can see it. There's no sharper money than money that moves lines. Anyway, speaking of Brian, we got Brian, Joe, and Rod coming up in about 10 minutes. And any other questions, comments, anything? Of course, we'd love to hear it about the betting tools. You could leave it in the comments. But, yeah, there's a very big difference between the SportsChat and the Pick Dogs betting tools. You can see even from the homepage there. if you just look at the homepage for each, you can just see the difference in how much more robust the Sports Chat ones are. And that's intentional. And also the Pick Dog ones are more based on underdog angles, while the Sports Chat is just pure betting angles. Well, when you read sharp money movement, when you see the line move in that direction in those kind of percentages, because it takes money to move those lines. First quarter and first half time picks. The betting tools don't give picks, but they have angles. So there's a lot of different ways to answer that question. The first quarter and first half, they're just mixed in though currently, but we will. I guess we should separate that stuff out. It really depends on the sport as well on that first half and first quarter stuff. Yeah, we are going to have advanced trends. So the problem with the trends, it's not a problem, it's a good problem to have. We have for every game 10,000 plus trends. So deciding which ones we should put there, is the tough part. What's your favorite sport to bet on? It depends on the day. That's for sure. Whichever one I'm winning. Anyways, I got to run because Joe Madden and Rod and Brian got to take over. But thanks, everyone, for joining me. We'll do this every day until we figure this out. Have a great day, everyone. Appreciate each and every one of you. Aloha. And I'll see you guys on the premium and VIP shows.